it too much. Just don't get car sick if you can help it. Look at these nasty dogs. I don't know if you can tell, but she looks like, I mean, look at all the weed seeds just all over. Looks like she's had her head down in a tunnel. Look at him same way. Quit. Just, yeah, y'all been digging like crazy. Look at them paws. Look at them paws, nasty. Y'all are nasty, dude. At least y'all came back though. They some good puppies. Y'all gotta stay outside. I don't know what y'all trying to get in for. Y'all are freaking nasty. You are nasty. I don't know if y'all have noticed, if y'all have dogs or what, but I've seen people online talk about it too. The ticks right now are horrible. Absolutely horrible. And Cooper here, I got him from the shelter maybe 2 months ago, and he supposedly had flea and tick medication. They supposedly gave that to him at the shelter, but he has just been getting ticks behind his ears and on his neck and stuff, and they've been, when I pull them off, they leave big bumps. Like, these are some engineered ticks, y'all, made in a lab. They're so annoying and frustrating. So I just stay on top of it. So yeah. And Mo, on the other hand, Mo has not had flea and tick medication since last spring. So it's been like a year and a half since she's had it, and she's fine. She'll get a tick on her every once in a while, but nothing like Cooper. And we're about to smoke some chicken, baby. Out here blowing some leaves. It's just, look at that driveway, just covered. That's what happens when you live in the literal woods. I've got to cut some of these trees down eventually. There's Cooper and Mo back there. Chilly out here today. It's like 50 degrees. So the chicken's been going for about an hour and a half, and it is looking good. Yeah, buddy. We're gonna finish blowing our leaves, and then I gotta winterize. I gotta winterize the pump house. Hopefully not have any frozen or busted pipes this year. I've got to get the dog house up on the front porch, put their heat lamps in there, and just make sure my faucets are good. I got to drain my irrigation system, the 2 lines that go out to the garden. Got to drain those, close that valve, and that's about it. But we're gonna finish this blowing first. Looks a lot better, but look at this. I literally just pressure washed this concrete 3 or 4 months ago. You can't even tell. I gotta do some tree work, y'all. Cut down some of these trees and mill it up to redo the porch up there. That's the plan. So I gotta get me a sawmill. But so y'all remember this little chicken brooder I built? Actually built it as a, what did I build it as, a dog house first? I can't remember. But either way, I use it for a dog house in the winter, or a chicken brooder, whichever, but I don't have any baby chickens right now. So I cut 2 holes in the top of the tin. I cut a hole in the deck up there, and dropped down my extension cord, so I got it wrapped up right here right now. But anyways, I put 2 heat lamps in there, and I just run the wires up here and plug them in to that. But I had it down here when my other dog Libby was alive, and she was in really bad health, had to be put down a few months ago. She buried right down there. But I'm gonna take this, if I can get it up there, and put it up on top. That way, you know, if it gets too cold, it's supposed to be like 35 in the morning, so that way they can get in there, warm up, whatever. And then I gotta put 2 more heat lamps in the pump house. They may already be in there. I just gotta plug them in and whatnot. So I'm gonna try to get this thing up there. It's pretty light, so I should be alright. I got it down here by myself, so we'll see how this goes. A lot of spiders, and there's a spider right there. Look. I don't know if I can do this, but we're gonna try it. We're gonna see what happens. Oh yeah. Wish me luck. Right here. Look. Come over here. You better not chew on this, okay? You better not chew on that. You better not chew on it. But even if he does, it's a power strip, surge protector, so if he chews on it and shorts it out, it'll just trip it and we'll be all good. So now I just need to, now this one's actually got the ground prong on it, so that's why I switched it out. So now just plug that in, tuck that down beside it just like that. Look at that. That is neat. And it goes up and over. Now we're to here. Now let me get my cube tap. I don't think that one's good either. That's a used one from last year. Let's see. It's on for now. Alright, there's one thing that's done. Here we go. Mode. Well, that's off. There we go. and it'll come on at 7 a.m. go off at 10 a.m. every day. Turn it back to auto. Yeah, that's good. That chicken was really good, by the way. Dogs enjoyed it too. I don't know where they went. But anyway, I got my heat lamps. I may have left them in here from last year, but we're about to find out. See if this other one still works. Yeah, buddy. Yeah, buddy. Now it's on. And I have this thing that's supposed to kick it on. It's a thermostatically controlled device. It's supposed to kick it on when it hits a certain temperature, maybe 38 degrees or something. It's supposed to turn this heat tape on, but I don't know if it works or not. It's hard to tell. It probably does. I'm gonna go ahead and plug it in now. Plug this in there. And you see now, it's not on. But anyway, I just keep a rock underneath this in case there's a leak or anything and it floods down in here. There's a little gap right here to where water can run out. That's the only gap in the whole thing. See? So, yeah. That's the pump house. And obviously, the outlet pipe goes down through the concrete down there. Comes this way to right here. And I dug down. I mean, it's a good 2.5, 3 feet down there. We dug down, teed into it, put us a shut-off valve right there, and then it comes right here and turns and goes that way. And then I got a check valve right after that, keep the water from backflowing. And then I got this drain right here. Some spiders in there, some granddaddy long legs. The drain's not as deep, man. We were trying to trench through this right here, and it was just giant rocks, and it was a nightmare just right through here. And once you get up here, it comes from there to here, and then it elbows and goes that way, and it tees and goes down to the barn, and then to 2 valves, and then those 2 valves control the irrigation for the garden. So I got to go turn that valve off, drain the lines over there. I mean, these lines over here, the water going to the barn, it's fine. I've left it on when it's like 10 degrees outside and it didn't freeze or nothing. So last winter, the pipe froze. It didn't bust, it just froze. And then right here, it was not seated, like it backed itself out somehow, and it was letting air in and out right there, so it wouldn't get prime. So anyway, I had to cut it and twist that back on and then fix it. But I put this tape on there. It's insulated tape. Where's the other dogs at? Whoa! So yeah, I close this door and that keeps it nice and warm in here. But anyway, I redid this inlet pipe, this intake pipe, a few months ago. I stripped everything off of it, but something's been into it right here, biting on it, as you can see. And anyway, at least it didn't get into the heat tape. So anyways, I stripped all this crap off of it, cut the pipe off, ran a new pipe, put a new foot valve on it and everything. The spring that comes out of the ground and goes to the creek. That's what it looks like down in there. There's a little bit of debris, but you can see where it was full of debris after the floods come through. But anyways, it goes down maybe from the top of the water down to the bedrock down there is like probably 4 feet, 3.5, 4 feet. And as it sucks water in, it draws it in through the bottom. There's holes in the bottom. And I got pictures of one of the Guatemalans that was living with me. He got down in here, put some towels in the holes to stop the water from coming in, and once it was empty, he just scraped all the sludge out of there and everything and cleaned it really nice. But and then I had to clean it out a few months ago after we had the flood. So because for the water to get in here, the creek has to rise like probably 5 feet, and it rose about 7-8 feet the last time it flooded. But anyway, that's what it looks like down in there. I need to get something better to put over the top of it besides that. I need to get something to stop all the debris from getting in there when it does flood. But at some point, I'm going to build me a retaining wall right here. I mean, there's springs running all down through here. When it rains a ton, there's just holes in the ground over there where water just comes up out of the ground. So we'll see how it does this year. As long as the power don't go out, we'll be fine. If power does go out, we'll have an issue if it's super cold. So, well, there's the doggies. They're back. I'm gonna go close this valve. I gotta dig it up. She sure does love it out here. She gets to run around and play. Look at this. I know I do it every time, but look at that. That's what I'm talking about. Chicken's gonna be eating good when I move them over here. Got kale in there and radishes, clover, all kinds of stuff. That is what I'm talking about. Beautimous. So anyway, the water line runs from over there, like I was saying, comes through here. It's kind of, there's a little dip right here, comes through here to this valve box. I didn't have an extra valve box whenever I did this, so I just buried the shutoff valve right before this. So I'm just going to dig it up real quick. Just 2 Rainbird valves, 1 inch. My irrigation wire in there, even though I don't have electricity down here. If I did, I ran a wire to the breaker panel in there, just so if I ever do hook up power in there, I got my irrigation and it'll be just on an auto cycle. There she is. There's the shutoff valve right there. My T, I put the T, it's like right here, that runs to the spigot over there for the barn. So if I shut this off, all it does is cut off what's going to the barn. Like I said, there's 2 valves, there's 2 lines running to the barn, or to the garden. So yeah, I just gotta turn this off and we'll still have water. She's turned off. Like I said, I need to get me another little can like I got over there to put on this, but since I don't, I just dig it up every year. Not hard at all. Look at that good dirt, man. Fill this back in. One of these days I'll get me another can to put there. Need to open these valves up. See the water coming out. A little bleeder valve. Just open them up a little bit. Let any water that's in the lines just drain out. That way the line don't bust. The water's just slowly seeping out. Yeah, I didn't even have to use the irrigation this year. It rained so much in the spring, and then that deer got in there and destroyed it, so. Alright, that's done. Now I need to get them some water and do all this stuff. Bark, 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 bark. They're scared of the old Lila. Y'all look out. Coming in hot. Look what they've unearthed in here. Holy cow. Holy crap. Look at this rock. It is massive. It's like 30 inches wide, and it starts like right there and comes all the way back here. That is a giant rock. I may have to dig that one up and do something with it. But not today. We got some good eggs in there. Let's see, we had 20 the other day. Let's see how many we got now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. Rough housing, man. They play rough. Y'all have a good week. We're gonna go relax.